Hello, today I'm going to be teaching you about a very, very important skill of drawing a person with shapes. So when we draw a person, the first thing that we want to think of is the shapes that would be our body and what our body looks like as a form. We are not lines, so we never want to draw stick people in our artwork. We always want to use shapes and forms to draw our person or the person that we're drawing. So we're going to start towards the top of the paper with a nice oval, right? We want to connect that oval to make our head. Next, we want to work our way down the body. So our neck shape comes towards the middle of our head, and it's like a little rectangle underneath the head. Next, we're going to create a shape of a rectangle, but look how I'm kind of curving the shoulders a little bit and then coming up and making a larger area right here for the body. Next, we're going to make like a waist rectangle below the body here, and then we're going to continue down and make our legs with two sets of rectangles. So it's one coming down to the knee and then one going from the knee to the ankle. Now our ankle, we could put a little rectangle at the bottom and then curve it around for the foot. Again, on this side, we're going to do two rectangles put together. Notice I'm going from the waist down here a little bit, angling it. Those two rectangles put together with the ankle and then the foot shape at the bottom. Now for the arms, we're going to go all the way up here to our shoulder area and connect two rectangles there as well. We can have the rectangles going out, almost like he has his arm angled out, and then going back in towards the waist with another rectangle. So look, I'm making one rectangle here for the shoulder to the elbow, and then from the elbow to the wrist, another rectangle. And then his wrist could be a little rectangle, and then 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this side, I might just have the two rectangles coming down. So this is from the shoulders to the elbow and down to the wrist. And a little rectangle for the wrist, and then 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this gives you a very, very basic human person with shapes, but it has really no details. It has some finger details, but nothing else. So if we were going to add details, then we can go back and add things like a smile maybe. Then we can maybe do a nose. We can do eyes. Now it's starting to look a little bit more realistic. The shapes of football with a circle for the eyes. We can even do eyebrows if we want above the eyes to give details. Of course, ears. And then we could add some hair. So if this is a boy, I might add hair coming from his ears over to the side and then down towards his other ear like this. And then you might see just a little bit hair at the bottom below his ears, but not too much, right? And then I would add his clothing. So if I want him to have maybe a collar, I'd add that triangle shape. Buttons maybe on his shirt. Maybe his shirt has some stripes on it. And then when I color this in, this will be different colors, and I'll be showing you how to color that in as well. And then his shoes might have some details of his laces, or he might even have a patch on his clothing. We could add those details too. Or a pocket on his shirt, you can put that on there. All those things are really easy to add to show detail. Now, important thing also is when you're doing a person, you want to have a ground line, and a ground line continues from one side of the person through his legs here. The line continues and then goes to the other side. So it kind of looks like he's standing on the ground there. And then you're able to add other things to the ground line if you want to for the drawing. So like maybe there's a bush or a tree right here that he's standing next to. Maybe there's a couple of bushes here that you could color in. Or maybe there's, maybe let's see, maybe there's a pot here that's growing, maybe a plant that's sitting on the ground next to him. So anything that would be sitting on the ground would go on this ground line. Let me just put a few flowers in the pot next to him there. Okay, so any details that you add to a picture, the better it's going to look. And notice that I'm still using my black crayon to outline everything first before I go back and color it in. So there's my picture outlined of a person, and then you can go back and add the details after that.